Rolling there. Okay, Carmen, take one, and then just 1, 2, 3. Click your fingers. Cool. Little louder. Okay, that's just so we can sync this sound with this sound.
Okay.
Okay, so name, age, and where you're living.
Okay, my name's Carmen. I'm 21 years old, and I live in Pretoria.
And if I was to ask your best friend who you are, what would they tell me?
They'd probably tell me I'm crazy. Or probably tell you I'm crazy.
Camera.
They'd probably tell you.
You can look at me, and you can look out into the window or whatever, but I think when I'm it's tricky to stand out. I normally sit right behind the camera.
Okay.
Okay.
So do you want me to answer that again?
Yeah. Just what would your best friend tell you about me?
Okay, well my best friend would probably tell you that I'm a crazy person.
Why?
I'm very loud. I'm very proud.
And what do they love about you?
I think my friends love my outgoing character. I'm not ashamed of anything, so I just do things as I feel.
And
very chilled.
What irritates them about you?
I think that I'm very chilled. I think I get too chilled, and I'm also quite outspoken. So I think that can irritate a lot of people.
And what does it mean to be a young person living in South Africa today?
Well, I think especially for my age group, I think it's a good thing. Or it's an awesome thing for us, like my generation, because you know we're living in the new. Oh my goodness, this is terrible. I can't say the words that I'm thinking. Okay, let me take that one again. I think for my generation living in South Africa at the moment, I think it's a very good thing and it's a very great thing, because I mean we have quite a big past that we're trying to move on from, and I mean we are, the new generation. I think it's good.
So you would say young generation South Africa, it's about moving on, it's about creating a future.
Creating opportunities for ourselves.
Why do you... Wait, sorry. Many say the fight for freedom ended in 1994. Would you call yourself free in 2012?
I would say we are free in terms of legislation, but I think there are certain things like the secrecy bill that was passed. I think that is a little bit of it's holding us back a bit, and there are certain things holding us back, but I'd say I'm a free person in 2012.
And then change the topic. Why do you run? What's your motivation for running? Both as an athlete and as something personal.
Okay, well I started running because of the competitive aspect. I really did enjoy that when I was a child. But now I just, besides going to the track and running on the track, I just love it because I'm free. I can run at my own pace, I can run wherever I want. I think also the thing is, people think running on the streets is so dangerous in South Africa, but I think when I run on the streets I don't really feel threatened or anything. So I run just to prove to myself and to other people that I'm really not going to go and get kidnapped or anything like that. And I just love it, love running.
It's literally about taking back the streets for you.
It is, and it's my life, I love it.
Another change of subject. BlackBerry or iPhone? And why?
iPhone, come on, BlackBerry crashed and they just, oh no, it's terrible, and iPhone is just, I think it's just a whole new, a whole other part, a whole other benchmark, I don't know.
Yeah. And the app for you, the Nike app?
Yeah, I think the Nike app is pretty cool. I mean, it's very accurate. I don't know where my phone is, but I mean, it's pretty accurate and it works for me.
Now, what's the best thing? The question is, what's the best thing about being from Johannesburg or Pretoria? And here you are, Johannesburger in Pretoria.
Moved to Pretoria. Well, I think the best thing for me is that I had the experience of growing up in Joburg. I mean, it's very multicultural. I mean, they'd say that about Cape Town too, but I mean, Cape Town is, all the foreigners are there, but I think Joburg is very multicultural. Everybody has this view that Joburg is so dangerous. I mean, we had this shoot there on a Sunday evening, and I mean, it was completely fine. We were all fine. But I think I survived Joburg. I
And-
think
and
that's
Pretoria?
in Pretoria. Well, the thing I love about Pretoria is I think it's a lot more chilled than in Joburg. Luckily I don't have traffic or anything here, so it's quite nice in that aspect. But yeah, and the weather's quite nice here. I love it. And it's flatter. It's a lot flatter than Joburg. So I mean, well, I don't know. Joburg's also pretty flat, but it's very nice to run on.
Mac or PC, and why?
Well, I'm a huge Apple fan, so I'd say Mac. I do have a PC now, but like I love Mac. I think it's just because Apple in general has this whole like aura around it, and it's just Apple is just amazing, and every product that I've used from Apple has just been so hassle-free and so easy to use, and so definitely Mac.
Okay.
And also what it offers, I mean, screen resolution is just amazing.
Yeah. How do you feel when you run?
Well, it depends. If you'd asked me like on one of my heavy days, I'd say I felt like death. But when I'm running on the road and then like a chilled vibe and everything, I love it. Like, you know, everybody says you get that rush of endorphins after you run, but I just don't want to stop running because I feel it throughout my run. I love it.
Okay, now question Sandton or Soweto, and they say replace with different examples where necessary. For Carmen, for example, Pretoria or Johannesburg?
Pretoria. What must I say?
No, that's cool. Why Pretoria?
Pretoria, well, I've been living here for 3 years now, almost 4, and I think I prefer Pretoria because this is basically the first time I actually moved out of home, and it was my independence, and I just found it so easy living here.
It's more of a sense of self?
Yeah, more independence, and I mean, I always said I wouldn't go back to Joburg, but I think I'd definitely stay in Pretoria.
And then, what are your predictions for the future of South Africa?
I think the future is looking good. Well, I hope it is. I think there are certain things in the country that need to be dealt with, which can cause a few problems in our future. But I think like the youth, I think we're taking control. We're not taking control, but I mean we're a strong group. I think we're pretty strong, and I think if the right people get into power, I think there's a good future for South Africa. I mean, like Cape Town, they just got the fashion capital of the world or something for 2018 or something.
Design
capital. Yeah. So I think things are looking up for the country.
If you were president, what would you change and why? Like, what would be your top 3 priorities? And just off the cuff.
If I was president, well, I think physical activity is a very big thing for kids. So I'd say, I know a lot of schools do it, but I'd say as a nationwide thing, it would be compulsory up to grade 6 for children to do sports, at least 2 sports a term, which I think would be compulsory. The second thing, I think, especially for kids that live in rural areas, I think I would try and promote like cafeterias or something, healthy eating for those children, and maybe to provide them with food. And the third thing, I think corrupt governments and stuff, I think there needs to be stricter rules and consequences. Things need to be done.
Many of us we speak of a rainbow nation. Would you say South Africans are truly tolerant of each other's ethnicity and gender, sexuality?
I think you have to look at the type of people, like the groups of people, where. I mean, if you go to Cape Town, then I mean, there's obviously like a lot of like gay people and stuff there. I mean, they're tolerant of it, but I mean, if you go to Limpopo, they might not be as tolerant of it. So I think, to a certain extent, I think people are accepting and stuff, but I don't think everybody is tolerant of it. I think,
What do you think will be the biggest change agent for South Africa?
If Julius Malema gets in power, I think that'll be a big change.
Very much so.
Oh, I should put that on silent.
Oh, you can check it quickly. I'll just get the footage, seeing as it is an iPhone.
Yeah.
Who do you most admire in life?
I admire quite a few people, but I think one of the people I really admire, no?
Sorry, just a second.